Hi traders, and welcome back to yet another new video from Trading. In today's video I explain a scalping strategy that you can execute on the 1-minute time frame. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I kindly ask you to subscribe and like this video so we get even more motivation to keep making these videos free for you. With that said, let's quickly get started on the video. Today, I am trading the strategy on the price of Bitcoin, but you can also run this strategy on other cryptocurrencies or forex or on the stock market. We are currently using one indicator for the strategy. That is the HEIKIN ASHI RSI oscillator. The abbreviation is HARS. The only thing we need to change on this indicator is the open smoothing from 1 to 8. Okay. Now that we have the indicator set up properly, we can begin the strategy. The entry rules for this strategy are pretty simple. As soon as the indicator's HEIKIN ASHI candles enter an oversold or overbought area, we can actually open a buy or sell position. As we see here, the red HEIKIN ASHI candles enter the oversold area and change from there to green HEIKIN ASHI candles. At that point we can place a buy position. I open my buy position and set my stop loss below the last swing low and set my target 3 times higher. As you can see, this position closed in just a few minutes. For a sell position, it works just the other way around. First we want to see the green HEIKIN ASHI candles in the overbought area, and then we want these to exchange into red HEIKIN ASHI candles. Once this happens, we can open a sell position. I now set my stop loss above the last swing high in place, but targets 3 times as high. This means of course that we have a risk-reward ratio of 3. As you can see, this position closes in a loss. However, if we wait a few minutes, we see another sell position. I open another sell position and this one does close in profit. The strategy shows many buy and sell signals. If we look at the price here, you can see that we were able to open several positions in just a few hours. Of course, you will occasionally get a stop loss. But because of the high risk-reward ratio of 3 that we implement, we always make sure that we win much more than we lose. If you are already a professional scalper, then you know that with scalping trading you will get a stop loss more often than, for example, during day trading or swing trading strategies. And that's not strange either. After all, with scalping positions you sometimes open as many as 30 positions a day, while with a day trading strategy you sometimes don't even open 30 positions a month. Few beginners understand that trading cryptocurrency actually doesn't have to be difficult at all. It's mainly about the risk management that you perform. The better the risk management you perform, the faster you can be successful. Let's take a look at this trading session that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. We see here that the HEIKIN ASHI oscillator is oversold. So we can place a buying position with a risk-reward ratio of 3. However, this is a losing trade. A few minutes later we can open a sell position as the indicator now gives an overbought signal. This is a profitable position. Moments later we open another buy position and this one closes in a loss. Then we open another sell position which closes in a profit. We now have 2 losses and 2 profits. Not much later, at 11 o'clock in the morning, we open another buy position. This one closes in a loss again. Then, however, we open another sell position which closes in a profit. Then we open another buying position which closes in a loss, followed by a selling position which closes in a profit again. And at 1:30 in the afternoon we open our last buying position closing in a loss and our last selling position closing in a profit. In a period of 6 hours we open 10 positions, of which 5 closed in a loss and 5 closed in a profit. This means that we have a win rate of 50%. However, you would now think that this is not very profitable. But it is, because on the 5 positions that closed in profit, we earned 3 times our investment. On the positions that closed in loss, we only lost 1 time our investment. So in this period, we made 10 times our investment profit. So an excellent trading session. But of course it can be much better. As you probably saw in this trading session, all the buying positions were losing as the general trend was moving down. Only the selling positions were profitable. So why don't we always trade with the trend so we only open the good positions? We can trade with the trend by adding the moving average exponential indicator. I have the length set at 350. By adding this indicator, we can easily see if the price is moving in a general upward trend or downward trend. If the price is moving below the 350 moving average exponential, as we can see here on the screen, then we will only open sell positions. We do this because we know that the general price is therefore moving down and we always want to trade with the trend. So during this trading session we would not have opened all the buy positions. So I can remove them all, which results in that instead of a 50% win rate we suddenly have a 100% win rate. In a 6-hour time frame we now achieved 15 times our investment profit. Personally, with a profitable scalp position I earn around $250. So with these 5 profitable positions I earned $1,250 profit in 6 hours of trading. By the way, to earn such amounts you don't need much capital at all. With my scalp account I also always trade with low capital. I can do this by trading with levers on the exchange Bybit. On Bybit, you can trade in levers up to 100 times. This means that your positions can close in profit or loss up to 100 times faster. So you can make high profits with just a small amount of money. More than 3 million users worldwide use Bybit. It is therefore a reliable trading platform. In addition, you can trade in more than 100 different cryptocurrency prices and you can earn as well as place buy and sell positions. In addition, you can use a 4-price layout to keep an eye on multiple positions. Extremely useful if you execute a scalp strategy like this. If you also want to trade on this exchange, you can visit Bybit via the link in the description below this video. Today's scalp strategy can of course also be traded in an upward trend. To be sure of a rising trend, we now obviously want to see the price move above the 350 EMA. Then we look at the HEIKIN ASHI indicator and wait for an oversold signal. As soon as this happens, we open a buy position with a risk-reward ratio of 3. In this period from 8:30 in the morning until 11:30 in the morning we were able to open 3 profitable buy positions. There are opportunities literally every day with this strategy. There will almost never be a day where you cannot open positions since we trade on the 1-minute time frame. If you don't want to analyze at all, you can also use our Trading Premium subscription. With a subscription with us, we'll tell you when it's best to open a position and when it's best to close it again. This way you can trade with us on a daily basis without having to analyze the prices yourself. That's all for this week. I hope that you've learned something and that you're actually going to implement this strategy since it's a very profitable strategy. I want to thank you for watching and I look forward to seeing you again next week.